Hello, hello. Right, let's see. Let's see where's the live. Who's watching? Who's watching? Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Just give it a wee few moments, see if anyone else comes on. Got my cuppa here. Hi, Janice. How are you? Did you like my little post this morning? I thought you'd like that word. I'm coming on today just to do the sketch challenge. So that's the card that I made, cut up yesterday. This is one of the challenges out of the sketches, sorry, out of the annual catalogue. So it's just taking the sketch and doing, hi Ian, hi Heather, and doing what you think you want to do from it. That makes sense? So I've got the measurements on how to do this card, and I thought I'll come on and I'll try and make 3 of them. So yeah, so let's get started. Now I'll just leave that here so that I know that is the outside of my screen for the wee area. Right, so the first one I'm going to do is tone on tone, and it is petal pink. So really easy. It's just petal pink card, petal pink matte, and petal pink designer series papers. These were made, cut out from scraps, and it's a country lace designer series paper that I've cut up. So I don't know if you've noticed, but this week's blogs, Monday through Sunday, is going to be projects based on either the country woods or the country lace designer series paper. So lots of nice neutral colours. So if you keep an eye on them, keep an eye out for them over on my blog and on my social media pages, that would be great. Right, so we have a C6 card, and then the matte layer is, where's my measurements? The matte layer is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. Okay, and then the little squares, to get 9 of them, you need a bit of DSP. Now let me just show you this other bit that I've cut, because this is the other card. So you've got the card, you've got the mat, and then you've got a piece of DSP. Now this measures 3 3/8 by 5 1/4, and then we're going to cut that down into 9 bits. Okay, and each piece measures 1 1/8 by 1 3/4. So you get your DSP and you cut it into 3 strips. So 1 1/8, and then cut it again at 1 1/8, and then you turn it around and you cut out 1 3/4 of an inch. So these were scraps. So I've got 3 pieces that I've got these little floral bits on them, and then the rest are the little dots. So I thought if I kind of done it like this, it would look okay. So it's really easy. You just, oh, have I cut them wrong? Not off to a good start. I think I've maybe cut my mat layer wrong. Hang on a second, folks, because these will fit. I might need to trim them down a little bit. Maybe these ones are meant for the card base. No, they're definitely fatter. They're definitely fatter than my other ones. So I've not cut them at 1 1/8. I've cut them at 1 1/4, I think. So let me just trim them all down to 1 1/8. Yeah, I've done 1 1/4. But you know what? That's absolutely fine. So what are you all up to today while I cut through all of these? Now I'm going to use the right hand side as the guide. I am off on annual leave this week, and it's been a funny old day because I've not had a very good week with my AME because there's been a lot of stress and what have you going on. But I've basically sat and pondered since about 8:30 this morning on should I go live. I want to go live, but my body wouldn't let me. So now I've just finally come alive. So it's only taken me about 5 hours, but we got there. You know what it's like. Monday mornings. I did have to nip out though, to book the car into the garage because the garage were not answering their phone. Hi Sadie, hi Vander, hi Alison. The garage wasn't answering their phone. And what happened is on Saturday the car went into what's called limp mode, and I think it might be something to do with the diesel particle filter. If you don't drive your car often enough, it can clog up, and then it kind of goes into limp mode to protect the engine, which isn't very good because I like to drive faster than limp mode, so I need to get it booked in for that. So Ian's about to do the pots, vacuuming and mopping. Fun. Oh. Heather's on way to holiday in Yorkshire. Oh, lovely. Right, let's get this sorted now. Right, so my measurements were right, it's just that I didn't actually cut my own bits correctly. Oh dear, you think you're organised and you're not. So you just want to lay them out roughly how you want them. This is good as well if you're using patterned papers, but this one in particular is really just based around using scraps, so I had quite a few strips of that designer series paper sitting. So yeah, we just line them all up. And then we stick them on. Jana says, writing a PDF for a class tomorrow. Oh, at least it's today you're doing it and not tomorrow. Go you. Right, so we're just basically going to pop all our little bits down. Now, although these are all cut straight, you're never going to get them glued down straight. Ask me how I know. Had a fight with the first card. So yeah, I got all excited yesterday. I said to my youngest son, do you want to go out on Tuesday for the day? Let's go to, I need to move that up a bit. Let's go to IKEA. And then I remembered the car wasn't working properly. And I'm like, damn. A little trip to IKEA would have been perfect. Right, I need to move this one up a little bit. You probably will get quite gluey, but that's all right. Hi, Val. Talking about class by post, I do still have 3 spots for my July class by post if anybody is looking for some mojo. I've got 3 spots left. Do send me a wee message if interested, because once they're gone I can start planning August's, which is quite exciting. Now, although my class by post is a private video on YouTube and a PDF, I am hoping to start the Zoom classes soon. I just can't justify paying for Zoom at the minute because things are a bit slow all round, so I need to try some different other things. So it's £16 and that includes postage, so you get all the materials cut and scored for the first project, and then you get all the materials for the second project, but you need to do that yourself. So you have a little practice with the one that's already prepped, and then you do the second one yourself. So it's quite good. It's quite good. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3 packs left, and it's nice and bright and fun. Right, we've got this on, so I want to pop that on my card, and I'm going to put it on with some of my foam sheets, if I can get them out of this little drawer. If you remember right, the last time I was looking for my foam sheets, They were jammed in a drawer as well. I'm needing to keep them out so they're beside me a bit easier of accessing kind of thing. Right, so these are really good. I'm just going to cut these. Where's my scissors? Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Heather. Yes, send me a wee message, please. You know what I'm like in terms of memory. I'd probably come off of here and forget to message. Thank you so much. So it's been it's kind of 3D projects this month, but August into September is going to be cards, so that's going to be quite exciting. Right, getting there. Now it's quite difficult to see on the video how pretty the tone on tone is, and what I mean by tone on tone is when you use the same colour of ink as the card you're using, and it's just super pretty. Right, let's pop this on, that lovely little layer, just because it's some dimension, and then we're going to stamp a sentiment on this. Now this is one of the Countryside Corners dies. Oh, that's the wrong one, I've pulled two out there. So Countryside Corner dies, there's quite a few in here. Let's help if I could show you them. Hi Karen. So, they're there. So it's the second smallest, not including that teeny little banner one that's in there. I'm going to leave these out actually because I'm going to cut a whole load of them out so I've got them to hand. Now the sketch has a sentiment banner up here, but you don't need to do that. You could do what I'm doing and just put it somewhere else on your card. So we're going to stamp. So I've got Petal Pink. Be nice design using Christmas papers. Yes, it sure would. Now I don't know if you've seen on this one, it's designer series paper. I've stamped on it and then cut it. So I'm going to do that on one of the cards, and then the other cards I've done something else. So the only thing I haven't done is I haven't picked which stamp set to use for this one. So I have a few. I've got Comforting Thoughts. We've got Simply Said, which is a really good one for beginners and all-round versatility. And oh, I think I might use one of the Enduring Beauties. Yeah, I think I'll use that one. Right, because what I'll do is I'll stamp the little, tiny little flowers in the corner of the tab, the sentiment tag as well. Right, so which one should I choose? Embrace the Beauty of You. That's a good size. You Mean So Much to Me. Love Endures All Things. Holding You Close in My Heart. I think Embrace the Beauty of You. That's the one that jumped out at the first. So, yeah, I've got lots of stuff in my shopping basket for putting my order away on the 17th. So if anybody would like any little bits and bobs added, please let me know. And then I'll post them on to you a little bit cheaper. Well, quite a bit cheaper than ordering direct. Makes sense if it's just little bits you're ordering. Embrace the Beauty of You. I do like that. I do like that. Right, clean that off just now. Petal Pink's not a colour I use a lot, but I have been using it for the upcoming blogs this week. So it's the first. I think I've only got like 3/4 of a pack of the cardstock in my little holder. Normally I would have a pack and a half. Yeah, I've only got like 3/4 of a pack really. So it shows I have been using it more. Right, now next thing we need is this little stamp. Now this is a 2-step stamp, so you don't need to use both bits. I'm going to use the outline just now though, and just put little flowers in the corner there. That's quite cute. Love it. And I think what I'll do, always put these back quick because you might lose them. I think I'll use the basic beige to fill in the inside of these little flowers. Right, so let me bring it closer to me because where I'm sitting I can't see. Oh, that's nice. Ta-da. My youngest's just away at the shop for mum. He's away to get some bread and a little can of ginger juice for him, for himself. And then when he comes back, he's going to help his mum and give the place a wee hoover. Right, so that's quite nice. I like it. Right, what I need to do is I want to attach some of this gorgeous ribbon. Now this is my newest ribbon, frayed cross grain ribbon. It's an online exclusive. And it's beautiful. We had one before that was wider, but this is really, really pretty. Right, where is my tape? Hang on a second. I've moved it to another desk. Right. Oh, dearie me. Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? Oh, there's a lot of shouting outside. It's alright, it's not any dodgy folk, so it's fine. Right, so let's do this. I'm just going to fold that over. Place that on there. That's pretty. And then we'll add some more of this. These are good. And they're really thick. Just like our dimensionals, nice and thick. I'm doing good, Tracy, I'm doing good. It's a bit clammy the way they're here, so the two German Shepherds are panting a little bit. They've had plenty of water though. I'm going to pop this one in the middle. But they're acting like they've never had a drink in their life. You'll understand what I mean because you have a German Shepherd. They're so dramatic. So dramatic. They constantly need fresh water. They don't like water that's sat for 5-10 minutes. They need fresh all the time. Little demanding divas. Right, I am going to use the Pecan Pie and Clear ribbon dots. So I'm going to use the clear ones. This might go on for over an hour, but it's absolutely fine because I'm just here for the chitter chatter anyway. So, Ricky, could you tell her to go on her bed? They've just had a big drink and literally they're pestering my son now because he's making toast or something. I just need to remind them to go lie down and chill out sometimes. It's windy here and our girl is freaking out. Oh. My two are absolutely fine. Well, our youngest dog's really nervous. But she's not scared of lightning or anything. But if you were to walk past a wheelie bin on its side, she'd be like, whoa, what's that? Oh dear. Ian saying lovely card. Oh, thank you. So that's us done the petal pink themed one. Right, this one I'm looking forward to doing because we are going to stamp on the DSP before we cut it. And we're going to stamp it with the Magnolia Mood. Very, very pretty stamp set. And I'm going to stamp in basic beige. I forgot, because it's quite a new colour, the basic beige, you forget it's there. But now that I've got it out, I've been using it quite a bit. Now I'm just looking for my bigger block, which is nowhere to be seen. I've just put it in the drawer and it's disappeared. Oh no, there it is. Val has rain and weather warning for heavy rain. Oh, I saw that online, by the way. I saw that online. Right, let's ink this baby up. Nice juicy, juicy, juicy pad. Right, I am just going to pop it there. Lovely jubbly. Right, where's my cleaning thing? Nice new chamois. And I think I'll actually stamp it again up in this other corner. In fact, I'll use a different image. I've not used the other images yet. Well, I haven't used this one yet. So let me stamp that in the corner. Now, if I stamp over something, pop it up here. Pretty, pretty. And I'll pop another one there. Oh, like that. It's going to look totally different once it's actually cut up and popped on the card. If I was saying about heavy rain, I think we actually could be doing with some rain up our end. Don't know about you, Janice, but I'm finding it very clammy and lots of kind of headaches and what have you with the pressure in the air. There's always something. Right, I am going to find a little background stamp from something so I can pop some bits around these gaps. You don't need to do that, but I'm going to do it. Let me see. Let me see, let me see. I've got lots. I did have one the other day. Right, this one. I'm going to use the Country Birdhouse one, this gorgeous wee one there. I love little stamps like that. And Janice is saying it's very close as well. It is, sure is. Okay, so that's my stamp around there. And a wee bit in here. Fab. Jolly good. Jolly, jolly good. Right, so pop that to the side, get this one away. Isn't it great how everything just, you can use all your stamp sets together. It's really handy having them right in front of me on my little shelf. Now that in itself would make a beautiful card, but we're doing the 9 panel squares. It's not quite squares, they're rectangles. So this is how we do it. So basically it is, let me check my measurements again because my memory is terrible. 1 1/8. We're going to cut these strips down to 1 1/8. And that's exactly 3/3. And then we want to cut them down to 1 3/4. And as I'm doing that, I will just pop it onto the card front. She says, come on, up you come. Let me get my little pokey tool. And then we're not trying to do a jigsaw at the end. Ask me how I know. It's great doing them little practice cards first because usually that's when your boo-boos come out. And then you can pass on any tips. Or don't do this or don't do that when you're on the live. Val saying we've just finished writing all my August birthday cards ready for posting. Oh, fantastic. I managed to get all my team ones out for July. And literally just added some of extended team members' birthdays in my diary. So for July, August, September. Right. That is that done. This is going to be super. And because it's on a mat layer, it saves us having to actually mat all these little individual bits. So, hi Jane, how are you? So, again, just line them up roughly where they're going to be. They're not going to be proper straight. or exactly straight every time. Especially if you've got kind of jittery hands like me at times. But no one's going to notice that. Look how pretty that is. So, let's do the first one. Once you start putting them on, it gets a bit easier. See the reverse of that? That's pretty. As long as the top's straight, whoops, and this side, and then you just go from there. I'm going to have to open a new glue soon, which means I've been busy crafting. And one there, right, perfect. I think I'm happy with that. And like I said, you could do this with a patterned designer series paper, or as Heather suggested, it would be good for Christmas papers as well. Get the cherry cobbler out and the shaded spruce and what have you. That'll look lush. Add in a bit of glimmer paper or foil. Right, we're getting there, folks, we're getting there. Make sure that was the right way. Nope, that's the right way. Oh, so clammy. So clammy. You just get a wee second wiggle room with this wet glue, so don't ponder too much, or you might have to rip it up off of the backing like I did on the first card. Right. Let me push my glasses up. I feel like they're making my voice go through my nose. Oh, dearie, doctor. Nice. Heather's saying I regret not bringing. Oh, do you normally take stuff for crafting on the go, hun? Once you start filling a craft bag and keep going, unless you've got the kits. Our kits are fab for that. Oh, I love the, oh, listen to that. Chop, chop. I love these. These are awesome. Right, Tricia's saying this is so pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right, just popping some of these sticky foam adhesive sheets down. You don't need too much because they're really thick. They're really thick. See, these pokey tools come in great for lots of things. So tomorrow or Thursday, I'm going to go and get these nails taken off. It's my real nails underneath the gel, but they're all breaking from the underneath up, if that makes sense. So I really need to get them fixed. I'm going to tell them, take them right down. Not sure what colour to go for. Might go for some kind of greeny blue, like Lost Lagoon or Pretty Peacock, maybe. Decisions. Right, now we're going to stab sentiment now. Now, the tone on tone, depending on what colours you use, sometimes you could go like a shade up the way. So this one, I went up to Early Espresso just so it popped a little bit more. I might do that with this card, and then I could use these pecan pie dots possibly. However, we'll see how we got on with the basic beige first, because like I say, I am trying to keep it tone on tone. Right, sentiment time. Just to know, let you know that you're loved. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Yes, I'll go with that one. Right, block. Where are you? I must clean these blocks. I must. Right. Oops. And if in doubt, and you change your mind, you could always flip over your die cut piece. Oh, and I've stamped it slightly squint. Let me bring it towards me a little bit better. There we go. Now with the clear blocks, there's no excuse for stamping squint, unless you're sitting at a desk and you're stamping ahead of you instead of underneath your, what do you call it? Your vision area. So don't be scared just to bring it towards you and do that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right, I'm going to use this rose and I'm going to stamp just in the corner of this sentiment. Now I might need to push it down a little bit harder because there is a little bit of a, let me bone fold it down actually, there is a little bit of a lip just with the shape of the dies. There we go. So if I flatten that slightly, pop that on there. Is that the right side, you says? Just let you know you are loved. Perfect. Right. Pop that away. I'm not sure if I like that with the flower on it actually, because it is a bigger sentiment. Ooh, you know what? I might just go back to this one, folks. It is slightly squint, but the recipient may not notice. Isn't it great that paper's got two sides? Fabulous. Now we have a little bit of ribbon for this as well. So, stamp and seal, my trusted friend. And then we have the gorgeous ribbon. Now I want it to fold like so. Perfect. Ta-da! That's pretty. I might put the embellishments on the actual tab on the die cut, sorry. Can't get my words out today. Right, it's really pretty. And then we've got one more card to make after this, another way to do it. So I hope this is inspiring you to have a little go and to, I'm going to put this one up the top so I'm not hiding this big, I'm not hiding this big, beautiful stamped image. Yeah, hopefully you guys will have a little go at the challenge. Right, let's use these silvery ones again. So I'm just going to put 1, 2 on there. Oh, I thought it started raining there. It's just the wind I hear. The wind's picking up a little bit. And you know what? 2's plenty. 2 is a plenty, folks. So there is the basic beige. Hi Gemma, hi Brenda. Basic beige. There's the one I made earlier. That's a petal pink one I made at the start. And we've got one more to go. One more to go. Now this one's a little bit different. Not too different. In that I'm going to use the metal plate embossing folder. So I'll show you that in a wee second. So this is smoky slate card, white matte layer, and then we've got the gorgeous country lace paper. I don't know if you can see that, but when you look close you can see I've embossed it just to give it a little bit different texture. The reverse, the deboss or whatever you call it, is quite nice effect as well. But I'm going to do it that side up. Now this might be a little bit trickier to cut because it is embossed. But because it's embossed, I'm not too fussed about making sure that all the edges line up. So we're cutting it into 3 panels at 1 1/8. And then we are cutting at 1 1/4. Now I'm going to be brave and try do 3 at once. Let's see, I might be kicking myself in a minute. Ha ha ha. 3 at once. 3 there. Let's try that again. 1 1/4. 1 1/4. It's great that you've got the little guides on here, the lines. There you go. Brilliant. I've got a funny feeling I've cut them short, haven't I? These is going to be 3, 6, 9. These are going to be 12. It should have been 1 3/4, but you know what? I'll just pretend that I've meant that, right? Oh, dearie doctor. So now we've got a 12 panel card. Oh dear, what a silly, silly sausage. Never mind. Right, I'm going to scoop these up simply by doing this. She says. Maybe not. Right, we're going to have to wangle this one. Wing it, rather. See how easy it is to cut things wrong? So I started off with the right measurement and then it went on the wonk. But that's absolutely fine. Hi, Patricia. Hi. Hi, Cheryl Amanda. Right, what have I done? Right, let's see now. Oh, so, yep, obviously these are going to fit because that's the way that I cut the size of the DSP so that it would all fit. But this one has, I quite like this actually with the 12 panels. Right, let's go with this. We know that it only needs a little smidgen in between. So you're talking 1/8 of an inch between these 4 layers going down. Don't you love it when I make a little boo-boo? And see me quickly fix it. It's like, yeah, you fixed it, I fixed it. It's so warm in my house. Wow, it is super, super warm in here. Oh, see, that's fab. So I've got the first line on, and that's great for a wee guide. I'm going to do the outside one now, and it might be that there's a bigger gap in between the sides and the centre, but it's absolutely fine. I'm not too overly worried if it's not completely centred on that back panel, as long as it's nearly in line. Sticky fingers, sticky fingers. Right. Janice has got a fan on full blast. Oh, great idea. But I shall need to go hunting for my little desk fan. I've got one that plugs in as a USB and it is just the perfect little breeze. And it is so small. Well, it's about that size. But it's so quiet. Yeah. It's crazy because I said to my husband, it must have been a few weeks ago, and I've said it numerous times, why do I feel so thirsty all the time? Obviously because I drink too much coffee and not enough water, but more so of late, it must just be the clamminess, isn't it? Not to mention lady things. You know, when you're sweating through the night and we fair have it hard. No offence to any gentlemen watching. Right, this one I am going to just pop down flush, okay? So, swirly, whirly, whirly. Pop it. Oh, this is nice. I like the tile effect. Fantastic. You know, it's been so long since I've done a horizontal, a landscape type card. Right, what are we going to stamp on this then? I am going to stamp What am I going to stamp? Last card, last decision to be made, Tricia. Come on, you can do this. Right, I'm not using the Magnolia Mood. Oh, I need to put a little sticker on that. I am going to use So Sincere, and I am going to use what am I going to use? Knowing You brings joy to my heart, because you could put it up and down the way as well. But I think that might be too plain. Your kindness is appreciated. There we go. Oh, and of course I've not got it. I've not got it on a cling stamp. So let's do that now. I'm not sure what my son's cooking for his breakfast / lunch, because he's not long up, the two of them. I don't mind a little long lie in the holidays, but getting up at 12's about as late as I'd like them to get up. Right, okay, let's pop this on. So you just basically pop it on the top, but I'll bring it closer to me so that I can line it up the best that I can. Awesome. I'll get the smoky slate. And then I'll see if there's a little stamp that I can stamp on it somewhere. Like a tiny little flower or something. Isn't that super pretty? Hang on till I let you see it. Your kindness is so appreciated. Love it. Right, let me clean this off first. Squeakity squeak. Right, because this set with the sentiments, there isn't any images in it, which is absolutely fine. See, there's lots. You can take the little heart out of the cutest onesie or anything. But I don't want a heart. Whoa, this one, keeping tabs. I haven't even used that yet. And I naughty. What else do I have? It's a little flower. Right, back to the country bird house. We're not going to use a flower. We are going to use this little border stamp, which is just teeny. Okay, oops, just put my finger in it. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, that's sweet. And I'll do one up the top half here. Oh, and I do want a flower as well, actually. Sorry if I'm not replying any comments. I'm not sure if there's any there or... What did you make yourself? Chicken and oh dear. Growing boys. He's literally just made himself like a full-blown dinner. He's got chicken fillets. And he's also got half a plate of chips there. But he is a growing lad. Oh my goodness. You know what, it's good that they can cook for themselves. He's not quite allowed to be let loose in the gas cooker yet. But, right, so I'm going to put this one down here. And again, we're going to add the ribbon. Okie doke. Just be gentle when you're using this. I'm very heavy-handed with it, and sometimes it ends up going inside out. Right. Now, let me get my scissors that are nice and sharp. Try not make me like it, sweetheart. Sorry if you can hear them. We've got our little dining table in my craft room, which was the front sitting room, dining room, and now it's my home office / craft studio. Right. Last but not least, card number 3 from today. bringing it to 4 samples that I have done for the sketch. Right, some bling. Sometimes it's quite hard to see on here. Because this is grey, I think I'll go for basic rhinestone jewels. In fact, I'll use these, the basic grey and smoky slate pearls, which coordinates fantastically. So let's just pop. So one's kind of matte and one's kind of shiny. Right. Ooh, I like that. Look how awesome it looks just by putting three little grey dots on it. Oh, hang on, that's not shut right. I really wish all these embellishments would be in the same size pack so I could have them all nice and neat in my OCD little tips. It's nice to hear the sound of normal family life. Oh, you see that quite a lot. I remember years ago you saying that too. It sure is, honey, it sure is. Unless it's your husband getting roared at. Right, so, just to recap, this is the sketch for the Crafty Stampin' Club Challenge. That was my mock-up card that I made yesterday and finished off this morning. Heather's saying, sorry I've lost internet, we'll watch again. No worries, we're just finishing up, honey. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, stamped on it and cut it. Then we made the petal pink. Tone on tone, really pretty. Good way to use your scraps or just general, your general DSP packs. Excuse me. This one, against DSP, we've stamped on it with the Magnolia Blooms. Magnolia Mood. Magnolia Blooms was a different one, wasn't it? That was an older set, wasn't it? See how it just rolls off the tongue. And then card 4 was the Country Lace DSP, but I embossed it with a metal plate 3D embossing folder, and then accidentally cut it into 12 pieces instead of 9, but it works just as well. So it'd be great if you guys could have a little go and pop your makes up in the post that's pinned to the top of the group. And then obviously, depending on how many, there'll always be one person pulled out randomly to win a wee gift. It might be some of the cards I've made, it might be something else. It just depends really. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go now. The time is 2:05. So that was a quick 45 minutes. I'll pop some photos of these up in the challenge post in the group, and yeah, have an enjoyable day, whatever you're up to later. And I hope it doesn't rain too much down south. Maybe need to send some of it up our way to Janice and I, because it is awful clammy up here. So, okay folks, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.